I'm a big believer in finding ways to achieve your goals. And in one of the other videos, I talked about no time workouts. So where you're finding opportunities throughout your day to keep active. I think anyone who is into their strength and conditioning in the fitness world will know about a guy called Pavel Slidny, who's a Russian godfather of kettlebells. He talks about greasing the groove concept. That's something that's been used in industry for quite a while. If you're familiar with Paul Chek's work, then you'll know about working in versus working out, and that ability to train your body and build up your energy. These types of things are balancing your hormone regulation, what you're doing on a day-to-day, managing your stress response as well. Remember, stress is good for us as long as we're able to become resilient and to do something with that stress. Gravity puts a load on our body responds to that, and our muscles and joints and ligaments become stronger because of gravity. If you look at astronauts, when they go into a zero gravity environment, they start to have a knock-on impact when they come back to Earth. Ross Edgley, who swam around the UK, another fantastic athlete, has brought out a couple of books. Absolutely incredible person, Ross Edgley. He talks about his rehabilitation to walking on land again, having spent so long swimming out at sea when he went around the UK. So use those as examples, because this is how you adapt and overcome. Think of it happens all different ways. You're challenged in different ways in life, from mental to physical stresses. Your body only sees stress from a cellular level. It just knows, I don't like that, or that's a bit, God, that's pushing me, that's testing me. That then means, how do you respond to that? So if you exercise too much and you push yourself too hard and don't recover, you're more likely to pick up injuries. If you push yourself too hard mentally, you're more likely to then experience things like brain fog, to burn yourself out. Talked about burnout in another video, and sort of when you start to lose passion and love for doing something. But also, if you're pushing yourself mentally, you take on too much cognitive load. This is where we start to see people's emotional well-being, their mental health, starting to suffer. Take a step back, pause, think, right, breathe. Breathing is crucial, and it gets overlooked, and I'll talk more in later videos about breathing and the mechanics of breathing and why that's so important. But what I would say is that you want to be finding ways to work towards your goals. Understand that stress is a good teacher, and we shouldn't be worried about being put under stress. Is how we are resilient to it and how we can recover from it. Now, obviously, there are some caveats to that in terms of what is good stress and bad stress, and define that. But let's talk loosely speaking. On a whole, human beings will adapt and overcome to a lot in life. That's mental, physical, spiritual. Human beings are designed to adapt and overcome. So if you can take that mentality of, you're pushing yourself gradually, slowly moving in the direction of your goals, keep finding ways to move in the direction of your goals. If that is do 1 more minute of exercise, walk 100 more steps a day, eat 1 less biscuit, spend 1 less pound. It's small incremental changes that work in your favor. Now, I've been following Stephen Bartlett, and the Diary CEO, and in that 1% diary of his, talks about the difference between 1% gains versus 1% losses. And that kind of compounding interest that happens with 1% improvements is massive over time. So you only need to be making small steps in the right direction and just progress day in, day out, and you will keep moving forwards, and you will get there quicker than you think is actually possible. It just takes a little bit of grit and a little bit of effort, and then you'll get there, and before you know it, you'll have reached the top of the mountain, so to speak. But guess what? It doesn't stop there. When you reach the top of that mountain, go and find another mountain, a bigger mountain to climb, because it will teach you again. You will always be looking at the world through a new lens, a new set of learnings from what you've achieved so far, a new perspective on life. a stronger body, a stronger mind. All of those things combined together will then help you climb bigger and bigger mountains in life.